Hello ladies and gentlemen, greetings and welcome to another
Stupid console peasant quotes.
It's me, Recoil again from Recoil Gaming Exploits. Bit of a shameless plugging going on here. Luckily Mr. Top Hats has allowed me to host the show again for you today whilst he's doing his move from country to country and getting all his things in order. Hopefully he'll be with you full time soon with his green screen and his sound effects and everything. So without further ado, the first peasant please.
PCs don't develop every game released on console because Sony and Microsoft always sends out PlayStation 4 and Xbox One dev kits to game developers.
Now, I feel that people like this really do need to go out and seek an education in the subject, really, because they are incredibly ignorant. I can't believe how ignorant some people are. They clearly have no clue as to how games are developed and what hardware is used to develop them. I mean, I know a little bit. I know a little bit about how games are developed and how they're coded. I used to be a programmer myself, and believe you me, regardless of what code you're using, I would not want to code on anything but a keyboard, because I would not want to be sitting there putting those characters in on a virtual keyboard with a controller. Hours worth of work would take days, to say the least. Suffice to say, a console is not the best apparatus to use to develop a game, and the whole purpose of a dev kit in this respect, it's not actually to develop the game using the dev kit. You use a PC to develop the game and then use the dev kit to help optimize the game for the hardware being used. Just don't say this anymore. Just don't make assumptions as to how games are created. I can't actually believe that someone believes that consoles developed games. Right, moving on.
An OK PC is over 500. Forget about a good one at that price range. Are you a moron? Get out of YouTube, you moronic piece of shit, and factually, really, did you even go to school, you miseducated baboon?
I see this a lot from the peasantry, I really do. On my travels through the YouTube comment sections, looking for these quotes for these videos for you lovely people, I have seen many comments like this of a member of the peasantry gets backed into a corner. They have used multiple arguments regarding price, regarding games being better on console and exclusives, and 60 FPS apparently doesn't matter, and regardless of what the debate is or how long the debate's been going for and how many different subjects and aspects and intricacies that you examine regarding the gaming industry as a whole, you always end up down to this. The peasantry gets backed into a corner because they don't have the facts required, or they don't believe the facts about the industry, or refuse to believe, and it always ends up with insults. From now on, if you ever come across a peasant that decides to use these kinds of insults towards you, like you miseducated baboon, you moronic piece of shit, anything like that, this foul language, just do yourself a favour, consider it a win, because you have won. You have won at this point. They can't come back with a sensible argument, so they come up with nonsensical gibberish and insults. You have won, sir, and you have represented the PC Master Race well. I'm a console gamer, but who games on PC for exclusives? Ha 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 ha! XD, full stop. Now the next quote is going to be two quotes. I'm going to take on two quotes at the same time, with one argument. So I'm going to try and knock out two peasants with one stone here. Let's see if I can do this.
I'm a console gamer who games on PC for exclusives. Ha ha ha. XD, full stop. The only exclusives that are good on PC are the ones that aren't 2D, 8-bit garbage, overrated RPGs, etc. Consoles have more quality than some 2D RPG bullshit. Yeah, armor is great, some PC exclusives are good, those are the only ones that can at least compete with console exclusives, to say the least. PC is great for multi-platforms, that's the only reason why most people even game on PC.
And the next quote:
until you show me any PC game rated higher than 96 of all time, everything you're saying and crying about is irrelevant. Each and every console this gen has a game that has already passed the best PC game of all time.
Well, firstly, I'm just going to say this: Half-Life. I could rest my case there, but I'm going to continue. Half-Life, Arma 3, Company Heroes, This War of Mine, Gone Home, StarCraft, Star Citizen, Elite Dangerous, Insurgency, Counter-Strike, Binding of Isaac, EVE Online, Total War Series, Sid Meier's Civilization Series, Killing Floor, Wreckfest, Chivalry, Papers, Please, Stanley Parable. And that's just off the top of my head. There is far more. There are people with more knowledge of the various PC exclusives throughout the ages and recent years that are far more qualified to answer this question than I am, sir. And I believe I beat you at the first one, which was Half-Life. I mean, let's not forget how highly rated a lot of these games are. And you come along and say, oh, each and every console this gen has a game. A solitary game on each console? Well, isn't that wonderful? And to the first quote about your 8-bit garbage overrated RPGs, as you so eloquently put it, I put it to you that these games have decided to take an art style, a different approach. Now, not every game out there, as so many console peasants put it, has to have the best graphics in the world, bar none. Some games actually go for an art style and then work on gameplay elements primarily, and they come out better for it in a lot of cases actually. Some of the best games have been 2D RPGs, and nearly all the games that I mentioned there are not 2D RPGs either, are they? So that was a very silly argument for you to make. I find that the peasantry tends to criticise the PC for the PC exclusive games without having actually played the PC games themselves. And sometimes even they say that they've played them but quite clearly haven't, because when questioned upon what the game is about or what the gameplay is like, they have no clue. Right, well, that's it for this edition of
Stupid Console Peasant Quotes.
And I'd like to thank Mr. Top Hats and Champagne for allowing me to appear on his channel again. Much appreciated, sir. I can't tell you how much I enjoy coming here. And to you guys, thank you for watching. If you'd care to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, or even a dislike if you didn't. Also, if you feel that you need to express your feelings in a more detailed manner, absolutely post a comment in the comment section below. If anything, you get to voice your opinion, and Mr. Top Hats may be able to use your comment in a future episode. Now yeah, check out my channel, Recoil Game Next Boys. I'm sure Mr. Top Hats will leave a link in the description below for me. Please, feel free to subscribe to Top Hats and Champagne. It's a great channel. I'm a fan of it, which is why I'm so happy to be here to make videos for his channel and contribute. It's awesome. It's awesome to be involved. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.